Hi, it's Paul here, co-founder of English Pronunciation Roadmap, and this is your Word of the Week. So how do you stress this phrase correctly, and what pattern does it follow that you can find in many other words? First of all, we have a small stress for the first word, and that will be in bold. Then we have a weak word or weak words in the middle, and then the last part is the main stress, and that will be in bold as well, and in capital letters. So here we have matter of fact. Matter of fact. So let's explore a few more with this of inside it. So we have turn of phrase, leap of faith, best of both worlds, at the drop of a hat, bent out of shape. Here are some with a or have a blast, dime a dozen, an arm and a leg, call it a day. Some with in, blessing in disguise, chink in the armor, once in a blue moon, and with the, hit the hay, miss the boat, take the biscuit, with to, insult to injury, two to tango, eye to eye, made to measure. And also, one was requested which was do that again, and this can be pronounced in different ways. It's not quite the same, but mostly I guess you would probably hear people saying it in, well, with the same pattern, so do that again. But if you had a negative experience with something, you probably would say something like this. You would say, well, I won't do that again. I won't do that again, and we're stressing that instead. So it really depends on context, as it does a lot of the time when you're speaking in any language. But the other phrases largely follow the same pattern with that last word or the last part being stressed. So have a go at these practice sentences. I took a leap of faith and went for it. You can't ask me to leave at the drop of a hat. It cost me an arm and a leg to get there. It only happens once in a blue moon. Time to hit the hay, I think. We didn't see eye to eye. What about, though, when you stress the first word or the first part? There's not too many of these, but one thing that came to mind was these. Brother-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, stepmother, and stepson also follow the same pattern as well. So I wouldn't say, have you met my brother-in-law? I would say, have you met my brother-in-law? Yeah. Have you met my sister-in-law? There are a few, though, that do stress the second part in blue here. So first cousin, second cousin, great-great-grandmother, first cousin once removed. So not all follow the same pattern, but I do hear a lot of speakers who are non-native English speakers mistakenly pronounce the second part of brother-in-law rather than the first part, so look out for those ones. But what about compound adjectives like old-fashioned and tongue-tied, or compound verbs like brainwash and pull through? There are also compound nouns as well, so how do you stress those? And moving away from those compound words, what about this? Do you say produce or produce? Can be quite tricky, right? Well, we cover all of that in our intonation training, which has more than 5 hours of audio, and basically it will help you to stress the right syllable, the right word, along with becoming much more clear and fluent in your English communication. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then make sure you click here. And if you would like to see the next video, the next word of the week, then make sure you click subscribe just here. And of course, if that's the case, make sure to comment below with your tricky word, because that's where I get these ideas from, and I might cover yours in the next video. So I'll see you then.